the Royal IQ, you need a pin,
Apple.
which I can't find. So I have to go to check
They don't
customer
have it.
service.
Last I heard, they don't have it for Android. They only have it for Apple phones.
It's working, yeah. I downloaded it at the office, but
Is
you
it?
have to log in, which I'm not able to do so far.
Okay.
And I'd like to do that because they would give you a chance to chase your suitcase, see where it is.
If they had designed it right, now here my, as a programmer, if they designed it right and did it as a web page first, and then did an app, then all of us Windows users with laptops could do it too. But if you make it as an
It'd be
app,
also nice that way because you'd be familiar with the screen pages.
if you do it as an app, it's what they call technologically fragile. So that was a major screw up.
Why does everybody want to run apps then instead of running a web page?
Because it's fashionable.
It's what fashionable, I see.
I mean, before my website my personal website went down, because Time Warner fucked up our hosting. It had I have a banner that says best viewed with any browser. Remember when they used to have on web pages best viewed with Netscape, best viewed with Firefox, best viewed with Internet Explorer?
Right.
Mine says best viewed with any browser. I think you should not make your stuff on the web that is specific to any given platform.
I write mine in Publisher, and I just publish to the web. And then I upload it FTP.
Most of mine is done with either OpenOffice or Notepad.
I've seen more people using WordPress now too.
Yeah, I don't even like that much.
I've been debating about writing apps, and for what you just told me, I should stick to pages instead.
If you make it a simple HTML page, it works for everybody. It works for all versions of your phones. It works for all versions of your browser. It works for all different browsers.
It's not as easy to charge a fee for that, though.
Well, it depends on what your purpose of writing your app is, or writing your.
Usually it's to make money.
Yeah, but if you want to make money, you need to have something that's as widely usable as possible, and that minimizes the cost of maintaining it. And if you have to maintain parallel versions and keep them in sync for all these different platforms, the cost of maintaining your stuff becomes really, really high. And for most of us, the information content is what you really are trying to get out there. It's not that your app is different than anybody else's app. It's the information content that you have that other people don't have that you're trying to diffuse. Okay, so I really think that people are shooting themselves in the foot by doing it all as apps. That's just...
It's an interesting approach. Certainly costs less.
Yes, and it's easier to maintain, and as your website gets big and grows, you don't have to keep reinventing it all the time and constantly redoing it and changing it and revisiting everything and re-updating it constantly. So...
Interesting. So, for a programmer, you don't have a smartphone anyway.
No.
You're just going to do your laptop or nothing.
I don't do text messages either. I'll do emails. Believe me, I'm not a.
Well, the Royal IQ app is supposed to allow a lot of functionality with your
Right,
which is why I was asking you guys about.
but it should be a web page first. If they want to do it as an app later,
They had
fine.
No, they didn't have much documentation on the web page yet. This may be one of the first ships that's running it. Maybe it's only Oasis class.
I don't think it is yet. I think this is the first.
Is this the first one?
I
Okay.
think so. And part of the problem is that they've been moving the goalposts to the IT department. And they've been throwing stuff at them faster than they can respond to it. But if they make it so that you have to have an Android one and an iPad one and then a Xbox one and then a Windows Phone one, and you've got to try to maintain all these things in parallel, which becomes a nightmare to try to maintain.
Yep.
And then you have individual bugs and individual glitches in each of the different ones.
It's a good job for QA.
Yeah. So where are y'all from?
New Jersey.
Good afternoon again, ladies.
How about you?
Dallas.
We're just about to start our safety instruction for you. The safety demonstration is held to familiarize you with the safety procedures on board the Quantum of the Siege, and is held for your safety and your safety alone. The safety instruction will be shown on TV monitors at your assigned assembly stations, and I'm asking for all you to pay very close attention to the safety demonstration and instruction. We ask you to please direct your attention to your assembly station TV monitors, and also please refrain from all unnecessary conversations and talking during the safety instruction. Thank you.
Giants games, we start off with AC/DC. Playing you guys tonight, in fact.
Don't follow any of that.
Oh, okay. Here we go. I thought they were going to get motivational music.
Welcome aboard. You will need to be familiar with the following information in the unlikely event of an emergency. Our international guests are kindly requested to refer to the in-stateroom video, which provides this information in several languages. The signal for a general emergency consists of 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast on the ship's whistle and general alarm bell system. The sign posted at the back of your stateroom door tells you which assembly station you are assigned to, as well as primary and secondary escape routes from your stateroom. Your SeatPass card also indicates your assigned assembly station and is scanned once you reach your assembly station in order to account for everyone on board. All staterooms and public areas will be checked to ensure all guests attend this drill. Once you have reached your assembly station, our well-trained crew will scan your SeatPass card and provide you with further instructions. At the end of the assembly drill, your assembly station crew will make sure you are aware of where each assembly station deck is located aboard the ship. If you are in your stateroom when the alarm is sounded, gather warm clothing and any medications you may need and proceed to your assembly station. A life jacket will be provided for you at your assembly station. Life jackets are also located strategically throughout the ship. In case of an actual emergency, use the stairs designated as your primary or secondary escape route. Please note that some escape routes use stairways normally designated for crew. Take time to familiarize yourself with the specific route from your stateroom to your assembly station. If you are not in your stateroom when you hear the alarm, proceed directly to your assembly station where a life jacket will be provided for you. Do not use the elevators when proceeding to your assembly station. In the event you find a closed fire door, please look for an alternate route. If you still need to pass through this type of door, seek assistance from any crew member. Fire doors do not lock shut and will always be unlocked, allowing people to pass through if necessary. However, fire doors are there to protect you from potential heat and smoke and should only be opened with extreme caution. In the unlikely event of reduced visibility in the corridors and stairways, lighting along the floor will also illuminate to route you to the nearest exit. Eating, drinking, smoking, or the use of cellular phones is not permitted during this process. Crew members will be located throughout the ship to help guide you to your assembly station. Stateroom attendants and/or our trained crew are also available to help you with any questions you may have or additional information you may need. Your assigned assembly station is indicated on your CPAS card. Please have your CPAS card in hand and available for the crew members who will be guiding you to your assembly station. Parents, in the event of an actual emergency, the fastest and safest way for you to meet your children is to go directly to your assigned assembly station. Your children will be brought to the assembly station by the youth staff. The colored wristbands distributed to your children will allow us to escort them to the correct assembly station. At each assembly station, there is a leader and assembly station crew. In a real emergency, the assembly station crew will provide life jackets for all guests. Instructions on donning the life jacket are as follows. Velcro-type life jackets must be separated before placing over your head and then securing the two halves together again. Bring the strap around your back and insert it into the buckle. Pull firmly on the strap, making sure that the jacket fits snugly and securely. Now tuck in the end of the strap. Your life jacket is equipped with reflective tape to increase visibility, a whistle and a water-activated light, which are used to attract attention. The instructions for donning a life jacket are posted on the back of your stateroom door, as well as the assembly station. Remain at your assembly station, where you will receive further information directly from the bridge over the public address or PA system, or from your assembly station leader or crew. If necessary, you will be guided to your lifeboat station by your assembly station crew. Once on the embarkation deck, you will board the lifeboats, which will then be lowered to the water. Some guests will be guided to a marine evacuation system, consisting of an evacuation chute and life rafts. Other important safety information. For your safety, smoking is not allowed in staterooms or stateroom balconies. Smoking is only permitted in designated areas on board, and discarding cigarettes or any other materials overboard is strictly forbidden. Please use the ashtrays provided in the designated smoking areas to thoroughly extinguish all smoking materials, and never leave smoking materials unattended. The use of candles or any other kind of open flame is prohibited, as well as the use of clothing irons. Royal Caribbean International takes the safety and lives of our guests very seriously. Our international guests are kindly requested to refer to the in-stateroom video, which provides this information in several languages.
So ladies and gentlemen, where is D1? Right over here. Alright. Just in case.
Something we all need
Oh, my
to
favorite
know.
video.
If you want to keep that healthy glow, remind your friends in courteous terms, and spread the word, not the germs. Wash your hands, it's the right thing to do. It's easier when you only have time. Wash your hands, keep them clean, oh yeah. Hey, hey, wash your hands. But if you find you're not feeling
Ladies and gentlemen, you will be dismissed in just 1 second, but if anybody wants to buy that song, I think it is on iTunes. You may just have to look under Quantum of the Seas and find it there.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your voice from the bridge again. Your Captain Stretchko speaking.
Same one.
I would like to welcome you on board a beautiful Quantum of the Seas, the first smart cruise ship. The ship that is so different, so special in many ways, very elegant, modern, and classy at the same time. And I would like also to thank you for your kind participation in this guest mandatory drill. The drill is now concluded, and you are all dismissed.
Thank you.
And now that you are getting more comfortable, I'm taking opportunity to share with you some information about departure today. Our sailing down the Caribbean. This cruise will be taking you all the way down the Caribbean.
Likewise.
Maybe, right?
Bahamas. And first destination is Port Canaveral. This distance travel is 800 kilometers. We'll be cruising at average speed of around 40 knots, arriving to Port Canaveral on 26 almost 6. This means that we have 2 sea days ahead of us, and lots of time for you to nicely relax on board and fully enjoy our facilities and services. Departure today is scheduled for 4 p.m. and they should be sailing on time. We're just completing loading, and we also have everybody on board. Very shortly we'll be letting go lines and we'll be leaving Bayonne. And on the way out, as soon as we clear the pier, about 40 minutes later we'll be passing Verrazano Narrows Bridge with the clearance of around 6 meters or 19 feet. Once we have passed the bridge, we'll have Coney Island on our port side, and we'll be entering Ambrose Channel, heading out on a southeasterly direction. And once in the channel, we'll have Sandy Hook Light on our starboard side. As soon as we make it outside to open ocean, North Atlantic waters, we'll be dropping off out and then heading southbound towards Port Canaveral. We'll be passing many states on our way down, starting with Delaware, followed by Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and finally Florida. Tomorrow afternoon at around 4 o'clock, we'll be passing Cape Hatteras and then turning further southwest on our way to Port Canaveral. The weather right now, we have partly cloudy skies with moderate breeze coming on our starboard beam. Temperature 13 Celsius or 55 Fahrenheit. The weather for this evening calls for mostly cloudy skies, same wind condition, and outside slightly moderate seas, no more than a meter or around 3 feet. Means that you're going to have very enjoyable sailing tonight. And then tomorrow, day at sea with not that nice weather, mostly overcast throughout the day with probable showers in the morning, and will be clearing up later in the afternoon. More wind tomorrow, very strong southerly 30 knots wind will be coming directly on our bow. And seas moderate to rough up to 3 meters or 7 to 9 feet, which is not going to affect our smooth sailing. However, we may experience some slamming and shaking in the forward part of the vessel. Temperature for tomorrow much warmer, 90 degrees Celsius or in mid 60s. The sunset tonight 16:33 and sunrise already soon taking place, and sunrise tomorrow 06:44. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention, and once again I wish you welcome on board, and I look forward to seeing you all around after departure. Thank you.